Hello everyone and welcome to QuickSaveTV. Today we're gonna talk about everything that matters in your life. Or maybe not. But still don't switch the channel because I'm here to give you some feedback on what have been done during the last week, what do I plan to do in the next week, and the announcement on something very interesting associated with Easter and QuickSaveTV, and you of course. Don't switch the channel, I hope you enjoy it. Now let's open up with the recap of the previous week. During the previous week, I didn't do quite as many videos of substantial character as much as I wanted to, and as much as I should probably, but I fulfilled my promises. I really fulfilled my promise of 3 videos. Although I uploaded 5, I consider real videos only 3 of them. So now we have Blue Yeti microphone unboxing, where I finally get the second Blue Yeti microphone, which actually works, and I use it right now to record this video log for you. I hope it sounds fine, and if you didn't check it out, check it out. It's going to be available on the screen. Then Pushkin's Bedtime Stories, Part 1 and Part 2, in which we read the Vivek's sermon number 1 and 2 respectively. Is that how you say it? I think yes. Anyway, Vivek's lessons. If you didn't learn from Vivek yet, you should totally check it out. The people who watched it, generally it's very positive responses from people. They like it. My viewers like it, so I'm going to continue doing it, but not as much. I'm not going to switch to the lore completely, because I wouldn't really like to just read books all the time. I also would like to give tutorials and oh yes, tutorials are awesome. Then there is Skyrim playthrough part 9, in which I drink tea instead of coffee and suffer immensely during the process, become very sarcastic and annoying. Watch that if you didn't already. And the button remapping petition from Ask a Capper, and which was uploaded from his how do you call it, he said yes, he agreed to, from his allowance. Jesus Christ, Mike and University of Michigan actually passed me with honors. Can you imagine? Jesus. My tongue is like living its own life. Now anyway, check it out if you didn't already. It's about remapping buttons on consoles, which is really important for people who have problems with, such as Ask a Capper. He's just playing with one arm and a face. There's another guy who plays with just one hand, and another guy who plays only with feet. Crazy. If there is a possibility they could do that, they have to do that. There's no way they do that. They shouldn't do that. So I support this petition. I signed it long ago. And now I'm telling to you, if you think it's an important issue, you should go ahead and sign a petition if you didn't already. Alright. Now, several announcements. First and foremost, there is already done part 3 of Pushkin's Bedtime Stories, which you can expect in the soonest time, which I'm going to post as soon as I can. I would also like to, again, keep this tendency of posting at least 3 videos, right? I will try to make it again, try my hardest. I didn't release the Jagged Alliance back in action video. That's because I really apologize for that. For people who waited for it, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. It's just, I started at university and I feel like a squirrel in a wheel, and I had to make something. I'm going to show you something. I had to make my papers, renew my papers here in Athens, and so I went there and I waited for 3 hours in the morning and did this freaking paper. And so, yeah, it's fun. That's my passport. Look at that. Russia. Passport. Woohoo! So anyway, the point is that I'm really sorry. I am a fool. There's no doubt about it. I'll try to make it as soon as I can. It's about assault rifles, as I said. I'll just try to finish it as soon as possible. But now that we have the Easter, it's going to be a bit easier. Now about the Easter, something very special, something unusual I wanted to tell you. I want you to go and follow this link to my Twitter account and follow me if you didn't already. And after you do that, I want you to type a message, to post a, how do you call it, a tweet, right? To my channel, no, not my channel, to my Twitter page. I really don't know the vocabulary of this thing. Anyway, which will include at QuickSaveTV and space your message, whatever you want to say. 10 people out of all the people who did this from today, that I will consider, just they have to be following me, and they have to be, I really don't know how to check these things. I'll just try to understand how to actually check it. As long as these people, 10 people randomly selected, follow me, and they've posted message, which includes this at QuickSaveTV, they will be enrolled for receiving 10 postcards. which will be custom made from me, and I'm gonna send it to you, to your freaking alive address, and I'm gonna send you congratulations with Easter and etc. This is gonna be a really limited edition. It's just 10 postcards, so don't miss your chance. But chances are quite high. It's just I want to promote my Twitter page, because I would like to make it a hub, so I can share my announcements with you directly on Twitter. And if you have a Twitter account and you would like to receive a I said everything except what I need to say. Jesus. Anyway, if you would like to receive a freaking postcard from me, go ahead to my Twitter. Follow my Twitter on, I'm gonna provide a link on here, on here, and post a message which will include @QuickSaveTV, which will I also post again. And in a week, I will roll out randomly, at random, we'll select 10 people from this, all of you who participated in it, and send you a snail mail postcard from me, signed by me, and everything's legit and official. You're going to be the owner of very, very special edition postcards. Now, okay, postcards, new videos. Oh, and yes, and if you have time, you should totally check out the videos from Adme Gamers on YouTube. I'm gonna post a link right here again, and I still don't remember from which side I should show you. Anyway, we make podcasts together every Monday, but the latest podcast was delayed because he has some problems of personal character. I'm not going to go into detail about that. But anyway, if you have time, check it out. He has some very, very interesting jagged lines back in action tutorials, and I really enjoy them. I use them myself sometimes, especially ones with mercenaries. Jesus, it's so extensive. Anything you want to know, here you go. Here you go. Now, that's all about announcements for now. Okay, and the last, we're going to talk about, last but not least, we're going to talk about donations and questions of this week. Sadly, none of the mentioned above are present here. So anyway, I'm just going to give you a recap how much is the status of the donations, so that you don't have to go to previous videos and see. As I said before, and I'm going to say it again, all the donations that proceed to me through my PayPal donations from all of you who did this, and any one of you who planning to do that, will go on improving the content. The latest thing that was bought with the donations is right here, standing in front of me, and I'm using right now to record. Ta-da! Blue Yeti microphone. It's bought for the donated money, and I just wanted to tell you. Let me just get it straight. Okay, it should be straight enough. I just wanted to tell you that that's how the money will be spent. I'm not spending it on myself. Just saying, just saying. Now about the questions, there were no particularly interesting questions. I think I don't think I skipped anything, but I didn't find anything particularly super. So, and also I plan to change it a little bit, the question answering, because the QuickSaveTV, video log is more of the recap, announcements, blah 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 bish every week, so that I have some kind of accountability, because otherwise I'm like, oh, I don't do any videos today, it's fine, who's gonna check me? I want to be accountable for myself and for you who's watching, right? Who's following my channel closely. I just would like you to know that I do care about your opinion and your impressions, because I'm listening to you daily. I'm answering many questions. Weekly, I'm answering over how many questions? Not to lie, weekly I'm answering over 100 questions, easily. 100 questions. Both in comments, both personal messages on my mail, and the personal messages on the YouTube inbox. And yes, wow, how did it came from? Anyway, I just care about you very much. I like you very much, and I'm trying to keep you satisfied. Then that's about donations. I think it was about donations. About questions, there was not many questions, and also I would like to change the structure itself of the questions. Although it's fine, the questions, I love it. I want to answer more questions of you, but I just don't like the way it is. It's like there's a QuickSaveTV video log, and then there's questions at the end, like attached train piece, and it makes the video huge for no reason and no purpose, and no one wants to sit here and watch this. People who directly are interested, who are specifically interested in me answering questions, I will just make specific episodes in which I'm gonna sit down and talk and answer the question in front of a camera or not in front of a camera. I'm not really sure about that yet, but at the background there's going to be a game playing, so you can just enjoy the gameplay of any particular game and just, hear me answering to your question. I just think it would be more optimal and more fun to watch. Now, I would like to know from you, what would you like to see in this kind of episode, the question answering? First of all, what is your suggested name? for it. It might or might not necessarily represent the QuickSaveTV or my nickname, Mike Pushkin, but you might use it, for your creativity purposes. If you have any suggestions, I would really glad to hear them, because it's really hard to create interesting names. Like, for example, the other name of the series about lore reading is it's thought by one of the subscribers. He said Pushkin bedtime story, or bedtime story. Anyway, it was so awesome. I could not resist from using it, and it's just to tell you how important your opinion is. And then I would like to know from you, what would you prefer? Would you like to have a small camera of mine in the videos where we're gonna answer the questions, or would you like to have no camera at all and just a footage of the game? I really don't know. I really don't know what's better. I really don't know what's better. Some might say that full footage of the game is better, because you can just, you can watch the game, focus absolutely, focus your attention on the game, just watch the gameplay of the game and listen to me talk about the question. Or some others might say that they would like to see the face. Some others, on the contrary, will say that seeing my face is distractive. Distractive. It distracts you from, and you watch the video of the game, you watch my face, and you're torn apart between these two, and you forget what the question was and what my answer was. So I would really like to know your opinion about it. And this last part is getting awfully long, but regardless, I wanted to give this announcement. Also, I have ordered, Jesus freaking door. Anyway, I'm gonna open it in a moment. I've ordered Mass Effect 3, so you can expect some coverage of it in the closest future, once it relocates magically from Amazon Co. UK to here in my house. I thank you so much for watching. Send your questions to QuickSaveTV@gmail.com, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.